Welcome over here to the sideboard at the StarCityGames.com Columbus Open Series. I'm here with Los Angeles Invitational finalist, Ben Wienburg. You're playing Naya Humans once again. Archetype did pretty well for you recently.
Yep.
Won a cool 5 figures with it. So why don't you just first take us through why should we be playing Naya Humans? Why not like the Naya midrange deck or the green-white aggro humans deck, like these other decks that run some of the similar cards?
It's pretty. It can play different roles. Like first of all, the aggressive decks, like you're better. Like you just like kill them with like Hunt Masters. You just take control of the game with Karooks. Like you're just really good. First control decks, you can still come out quick with like the champion draws and the mayor. So it just does a lot of different roles.
Sure, it's just got a fair bit of range, and the cards play a lot of multiple roles. Obviously, we saw Zealous Conscripts playing some amusing roles in the the final or the semifinals of that tournament.
Yeah, and like Restoration's like obviously insane. Like just one of the best cards in the format right now.
Yes, does seem to be like a pretty good Restoration Angel deck, which is kind of odd since it's not a Thragtusk deck.
Right.
Which is funny, but I mean, your cards are really good with it, like Hunt Master, Fiend Hunter, Zealous Conscripts, all
like,
of those.
And people underrate like Borderline Ranger. It just does so much. Like just the generic 2/2 that finds a land, like just lets you like keep momentum up. You know.
Sure. One of the cards you've remarked to me that is really exceptional in the deck now that you've added is more Garruk Relentless.
Yes, this is a card I should have played at the Invitational, but you know I didn't. Now I am because like it kills Staticaster, it kills other creatures. Like it just does a whole lot. And Night of Glory was just not cutting it. Like it was your worst 2-drop by far, and like Zombies isn't that popular, so I didn't really need it. So I added the 2 Garooks and the 3rd Paladin. So.
Did you make any other changes prior to this event?
I added a Forest for the Sun Petal Grove. That was in my deck just because I want to be able to cast my creatures on turn 1 more consistently.
Okay. And that's pretty much it beyond that?
Yeah, the main deck's pretty much exactly the same. So.
Okay. So what are the matchups you generally find yourself liking or fearing if you're on the Naya Humans?
I like any of the aggressive matchups like Black-Red, Zombies, Red Version, Mono-Red, other green-white decks. Like you're just like Hunt Master just like takes over and like your cards are just very good.
I think that makes this a pretty good choice for today. I've definitely seen a lot of Zombies and Red-Black in the field.
Like I want to avoid the Bant decks, like the blue-white, blue-white-red decks. They're very close, but like they're winnable.
Sure.
I also want to avoid the Angel Serenity decks. Those are probably pretty bad for me, but you know I can sneak out wins with Champion of the Parish and Thalia.
Sure. Well, moving over to your sideboard, a lot of these cards we're familiar with. They've been there before.
Yes.
Things like Nevermore and Rest in Peace have oddly enough become pretty standard sideboard cards in this format. You've got Bonfire of the Dams.
Yes.
I assume you're just bringing those in against the more mid-rangey decks or other aggressive decks.
Exactly. Yeah.
And the other card I really want to talk about is Sigarda, because you were playing it at the Invitational, and watching you play it, it seemed like a card that was really showing off. It was just doing a lot better than I personally expected it, and it's obviously pretty powerful.
Versus any of the blue-white decks, blue-white-red decks, like it just like wins the game, like because they just can't deal with it. Like they don't have a good answer. Like people were boarding Clone for that card. Like they were boarding for Thragtusk, but also to be able to kill Sigarda. And like if you have Nevermore on Supreme Verdict plus Sigarda, like they're in really bad shape.
Very few cards that can interact with that setup.
Yeah.
So you've started off this tournament pretty well. We're at 4-0.
Yes.
I assume you're happy with this version of the list. You don't want to make any more changes?
No, I'm probably pretty happy. Like I'm not sure if you need the 3 Rest in Peace. Like my friend X-Mix on Moto was telling me like he doesn't like them at all, but I think they're necessary evil. Like because I feel like there's gonna be more Reanimator in a live tournament than there is on Magic Online.
That's a reasonable consideration. Depends a lot regionally, I'm sure, too, if that's just like a deck that people play around here.
Yeah, so.
All right, well, thanks for stopping by with the deck tech.
Yep.
Good luck. You got a few more rounds to go here with a lot of players.
Yes.